What is happening? Time for another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of Pitcherless, former college pitcher and pitching coach. We're going to talk about Dylan Bundy today, who has not been good, to put it lightly. He had two bad starts against the Dodgers and Red Sox, and here he was against the Athletics. He struggled once again. So I want to focus on his second inning, kind of see what he's doing, what is different from his normal game plan, and hopefully it's something that he can fix quickly. Maybe it's just some bad luck. Maybe that's all it is that's holding back Dylan Bundy. So we're going to talk about today. If you don't know Dylan Bundy, as always, we go over the repertoire first. And what he's throwing these days is around a 91 mile per hour fastball. Under 50% of the time as he mixes in a lot of breaking stuff. Really good slider. We're talking like a top 5 in CSW slider that is called strikes plus whiffs. A really good indicator to see how effective pitches are. He throws first pitch curveballs a ton. And actually, as of late, he's been throwing more changeups, which was really encouraging back when he was successful in 2016 and 17. Dylan Bundy's changeup was a huge part of that. So with all of those 4 pitches working in tandem, Dylan Bundy has had success a lot. It's really on the reliance of that slider, first pitch curveballs, and that changeup to mix in as well. And hopefully not throwing 50% fastballs, something around 35 to 40% is ideal on a given day. So we're going to see that from Bundy here, and we're going to look at this second inning. So let's just jump straight in. So first batter here is Matt Olson. And he attacks him with the fastball, and ooh, no. That's at 89. If you remember from that beginning part, I was talking about Dylan Bundy throwing 91. He's throwing 89 miles per hour. That is not as effective. And you might be thinking, oh, 1 tick off or maybe 2 ticks off, not a huge deal. When you're throwing in the low 90s, every tick of velocity helps immensely. Generally, when you get up to 94, that's when the real benefit starts. And with every drop down, you are creating a smaller margin for error, right? You have to be a little bit more precise. It's harder to get away with mistakes inside the zone at, say, 89 than it is at 91 and change. It's just easier to hit 89. So here we go. First pitch. Looks like he's getting the call strike. All right, you'll take that if you're Bundy, but that is a little bit of a worrying first pitch there at 89. I'm hoping, for Bundy's sake, that he doesn't go back to that fastball a whole lot. It's just going to be secondary stuff now. He might be able to get away with an early curveball, which has been very effective landing in the zone for called strikes, especially against a lefty. He might be able to sneak that back door here. Looks like you're trying to go up and in with it, and hey, Olson takes the bait. And that, remember, if you started the first pitch, it was down and away. This one up out of the zone, actually, it's kind of funny. Bundy has thrown 2 balls in this. But yeah, it is 0-2. So this is actually something we've seen in the past from Bundy. Is he gets to 0-2, and a huge thing that Dylan Bundy has struggled with has been putting batters away. In the past, when he was a part of the Baltimore Orioles, he'd be throwing hittable sliders, some hittable 4-seamers as well, and wasn't able to put them away. I want to see a slider out of the zone here. If it's a fastball, it needs to be way out of the zone. I don't like the fact that the glove right now, maybe it's going to go higher up, is inside the zone right now. This is 0-2. Get it out of the zone. Good. Fine. 91 too, not the 89. This is good. That's okay. You've thrown 3 fastballs. You better throw a breaking ball. Slider down now. Okay, you threw at 76. And here's the thing. Olson was ready for another fastball. You saw this check swing. You saw this. It's down. But as you guys can see, I mean, that bounces right pretty much on the plate. If this is in any way more hittable, it's still out of the zone. That is crossing instead of at the bottom, like right around here instead. That's a swing and a miss. I mean, Olson really, really sold out here for a heater, and he almost swung at that, but just, it was a little too far bounced. So I'm thinking at 2-2, you don't give in with that fastball. You still go back to either a curveball or a slider, whatever you're more comfortable in throwing here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Let's review here. The most important thing about pitch sequencing isn't actually on paper if it's a fastball, slider, fastball, slider. It's what the batter is telling you. The 1-2 pitch, Olsen check swings on a pitch in the dirt as a breaking ball, showing I am looking for a fastball. He doesn't swing on this one because it's very close. Sorry, it's not very close to the plate or inside the zone. And what happens? The very next pitch, Bundy gives him that fastball, and Olsen takes it out. Listen to what the batter is telling you. He was looking for a heater. He got the heater, and he hit a home run. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I mean, sure, you can make an argument that if this fastball is up here, if this is actually up out of the zone and not, this is much more hittable than over here. Let me get out of the zoom. If it's up here as opposed to here, that is better. But look at this timing. He's ready for this. A slider down here gets him. I'm frustrated about that. Okay. Little things like that make a huge difference. Looks like a fastball first pitch. Oh, come on, Blue. Come on. We need robo-umps. We need them now. I know he reached across the plate and you just generally don't get that. But that's, I mean, that's a strike. That's a strike. And he tugs it again. So that's 2 straight pitches there that Bundy's trying to throw fastballs. He's trying to get it inside and misses twice. And now if I'm from Laureano's, sorry, not Laureano, Chapman's perspective here, I'm seeing him trying to go away and away. So you might be able to take advantage of that and still try and go inside. Bundy's very frustrated. He knows he's tugging these pitches. Let's go to the next one. I would still go back inside. Now they're staying away. No, but that's where Chapman's eye is. So you got to remember that even though they're not intending to go away in those first 2 pitches, in Chapman's perspective, that's what they're trying to do. So he tried to go away again. That's 88. He's slowing down now. He just does not have his heater. Throw a secondary pitch. Oh, no. And he walks him 4 pitches. 87 on the last one. Very concerning. All right, you have a lefty now. Throw a first pitch curveball or just not a fastball. You don't have it right now. And sometimes when you're not finding your heater, what you need to be doing is throwing a secondary pitch. Get back into the count or maybe even try and find the release point again with something different. You gotta essentially think of it as like getting a new set of eyes or recalibrating yourself. You throw something else that forces you to do something different so that you can go back to it before and kind of brush away the bad mechanics that you were doing before. So I hope to see a secondary pitch. There it is. First pitch curveball. You got a strike. Not the best one. You missed it a little. That's fine. You got the strike. Okay? That's all right. That's all right. Good. Now you probably don't want to try it again. They're trying to go up and in. And look, I will say this. I love pitchers being able to do this, right? Being able to go up and in effectively against the lefties and righties alike is, I'd say, the #1 trait of a successful pitcher. If you're able to do that, rarely have I ever seen a pitcher have a failure in a start when he's able to go up and in on both sides of the plate. Thing is, Bundy's fastball's not there, and that's actually that's what they wanted to do. Oh my Lord. And that's what he was looking for. This is actually a really good pitch. It's just the wrong call. Wow. So essentially, Bundy throws a first pitch curveball, and Brown's like, I don't want that. I'm looking for a heater, and I'm looking, I guess, for it up and in. Maybe they got the scouting report here. This is a good pitch. This is a really, really good pitch. And Bundy just got beat on it. I mean, if he's throwing that at 91, 92, there's a chance that it's, not as easy to hit out. You don't see that. You really don't see that often. Brown, you got to tip your cap to him there. You don't see that. It's a different pitch than the one that Matt Olson hit out. So I think that's more bad luck. I mean, when we talk about like homer fly ball rate and all that kind of thing, like, that's terrible luck. That's a really good pitch. So if I'm Bundy, man, like, I cannot emphasize the lack of confidence that comes after this. You just executed exactly what you wanted to do. Sure, it was at 90, not 91, but whatever. And they hit a 2-run homer. Terrible luck. Yeah. Where is the slider, by the way? I haven't even seen it yet. That's another curveball. Slider is his best pitch. All right, there's a fastball 91. All right. Getting back into it. By the way, he still has no outs so far. And I still haven't seen the slider. Against a right-hander, sliders down and away are generally the approach from right-handers on right-handers. Like, on same-handedness, balls that go away, right? We talked about that with Shohei Ohtani. Generally, the approach is you stay away. You have pitches that fall away from batters. And Bundy, for some reason, is just going fastball heavy. There's a curveball. Okay. They're passive on them. I would throw a slider away. There's a fastball up. It gets him, I guess. It's not what they wanted. He doesn't have command of it whatsoever. I don't understand. I mean, the best pitch inside of Dylan Bundy's repertoire is a slider. That's his best pitch. It's one of the best CSW pitches in the majors. And it's just, he's not really throwing it. First pitch slider. Nope, goes back with the heat. Hey, that's a 92. That's a good first pitch. It's a really good first pitch. Now it sets up your slider down and away. Can you please throw it? Please throw it. Instead, he's going curveball. I don't know why he's going curveball. Curveball's what he throws for called strikes. Bundy doesn't throw that as his slider. Curveballs are the pitch that Bundy throws 0-0 to get a free strike. It is not what he throws here. I still haven't seen a slider. There's another curveball. Sure, he got an out. I'm happy about that. But where is the slider? I mean, why would you be saving it? You're not pitching well enough. Changeup? No, fastball down and away. He doesn't get the spot. Okay, so Bundy's now trying to stay away instead of up and in against a lefty because he's allowed 2 home runs and trying to go up and in on fastballs. There's a really nice pitch. That's a changeup down and away. That's the best pitch that Bundy has thrown this entire inning. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Actually even plays off the 0-0 pitch, the missed fastball down and away, because he was trying to go down and away. So now he's kind of thinking, okay, Bundy is trying to do that with fastballs and thinks that he's on it, but all of a sudden it's a change that fades away. Gorgeous. You can play off of that. You can throw another one. Take advantage of the fact that he's now leaning out for this. And look, okay, so now Barea is looking down and away, goes up and in. That's a strike. That's actually a fantastic offering. That's exactly what you want to do. Doesn't get the pitch call. It's not fair. But that's a great pitch. Good stuff. I mean, really, he's going from up and in, down and away, really doing a wonderful job avoiding the middle here. This should be 1-2 right now. It's not. Let's go down and away again. There's another changeup. He felt that. Got another strike. Excellent stuff. Still haven't seen the slider. Where is it? Where is the... Can you throw it at the ankles right now? I'm going to throw another changeup. Yeah. Gorgeous pitch. Okay. Gorgeous and really nice that Bundy found a pitch that he could throw with confidence and threw it 3 times in this at bat for all 3 strikes, right? His fastball missed the first one, then he missed on the 1-1 pitch, and then just threw 3 changeups. The first one was a whiff, the second was a foul ball that was a bit higher up, but still earned a strike even though it wasn't even the best one. And then threw another really good one. We're gonna watch that again, and we're gonna see this starts going about right here. And then fades away. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the confidence at 2-2. He earned that strikeout. And that's the kind of stuff that makes you excited about Dylan Bundy. I do feel that the Matt Olson home run was just bad choices. He could have thrown this changeup, for example, would have done way, way better. As Olson told you he was selling out for a fastball. And you didn't listen. And then the home run to Brown, Seth Brown, that was a really good fastball that he just got beat on. That's unfortunate stuff. That could have been a sequencing thing where Brown was really expecting that after seeing the Matt Olson approach. Maybe he could have tested the waters with a changeup or something to see if he can get more information, as he was passive on the curveball. And with Chapman, I was really frustrated to see he's not throwing sliders. He didn't throw a single slider this inning. I don't understand it. So look, this is what I'm going to say about Bundy to close this one up. How do we feel about Dylan Bundy moving forward? Changeup is good. I like the fact that his curveball is good enough. I don't know where his slider is, and I hate the reliance on his fastball. I think this is something that he can correct. It's weird to see him this reliant on the heater, and he hasn't been that way when he's been successful. This can be changed. This can be adjusted. And I wouldn't say that Bundy's command was, well, actually, this fastball command was pretty bad. He had moments with it, but he was pretty erratic with it. Even the strikeout up and in to fielder was not what he tried to do in that at-bat. So I'm not terrified. I don't feel this is a top 25 pitcher that's just gone through bad luck or bad matchups. But I don't feel that he should be dropped. Dylan Bundy, his stuff is still there, and there are just tweaks to be made for him to get back on the right track. But that's going to do it for today. If you want to watch this live, come hang out on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitcherlist. I stream every single weekday morning from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You should be there. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.